You've likely seen this play out. A person with immense drive and courage who somehow manages to burn their life to the ground, while another with a brilliant, logical mind remains frozen, unable to make a single move. These outcomes aren't simple character flaws like cowardice or recklessness. They are the predictable results of a biological collision between two warring internal forces. The first force is Mars, the raw, impulsive engine. It's your biological yes to action, the kinetic energy providing the horsepower to face a challenge. Then there is Mercury, the steering mechanism. This is your nervous system and your logic. It's the how of navigation, calculating the exact route you need to take. The elemental tension is that impulse, or fire, naturally hates hesitation. When the engine wants to roar and the steering wheel wants to analyze the turn, they create a friction that can tear the machine apart. If you have that powerful engine but no steering wheel, you become a self-destructive missile. You have pure blind force but no way to avoid the walls. But if you have the steering wheel and no engine, you're just a static statue. You possess the entire map of the world, but you lack the combustion required to move an inch. Success in any endeavor depends on how you engineer the friction between these two. You have to find a way to make them collaborate, or the system will eventually fail. To understand the engine, you have to realize that raw impulse doesn't have a mild setting. It's a binary force. It's either contained propulsion or it's explosive destruction. In its uncontained state, this is the rogue bandit, a wildfire acting entirely without thinking, destroying the very things it was meant to protect. This shows up as the celebration curse. Because excitement generates heat, a person with this uncontained energy often triggers a moment of self-sabotage right when they should be celebrating a victory. The pressure of the joy simply causes the boiler to explode. But the same fire can become the noble warrior, kept within an unbreakable geometric circle of duty. Forced through this container, it stops being a bomb and becomes a precise tool, like a surgeon's scalpel, retaining heat but gaining a point. Ultimately, raw action is just force. Its outcome is dictated by the boundaries you place around it. Now, consider the steering wheel of logic. By itself, it is an empty circle. It doesn't provide power. It only dissects whatever it touches. A toxic reaction occurs when this cold logic tries to navigate pure emotion. Logic wants to categorize and measure, while emotion needs to flow. The overanalyzer interrogates their own happiness. They question if joy is real or if it's efficient, until analysis kills the emotion entirely. This creates the caged lion, the psychological state of someone pressing the gas of impulse and the brake of logic to the floor simultaneously. The pressure creates paralyzing anxiety. Since the energy can't move the chariot, it seeks an exit through internal stress or verbal violence, using logic as a weapon to lash out because the mind feels like a supermax prison. Without a physical outlet for that drive, high intelligence eventually becomes a cage. To move forward, you have to forge a new alloy that balances the fire with the void. You have to find a way to make the engine listen to the wheel without locking up. This balance requires a third element, authority. Mixed with the precision of logic, you create a synthesis called the just commander. This creates a synthetic bravery, courage built from a strategic understanding of the rules. You act guided by policy rather than rage. In this state, the pen is functionally mightier than the sword. True courage doesn't require a blind swing when you can outmaneuver an opponent through better reasoning. The steering wheel doesn't exist to stop the chariot. It exists to ensure the engine's power actually reaches its destination. This glowing green quill guiding the bronze shield is a potent image. Intellect provides the path, while the shield provides the protection and force. To find your balance, you must make your fire serve your logic, and use your logic to protect your fire.